Hello everyone, and welcome back to SpeakCast English. This is your daily English listening practice podcast, Mini Story English.
We're jumping into going to the bank, opening an account and depositing a check today with short, friendly English you can actually use.
You know, Alex was so excited about his first paycheck from the new job. He felt like he was on top of the world.
Oh, that's such a great feeling. Getting your first paycheck is a big milestone. It's like a real badge of honor, isn't it?
It really is. He'd worked so hard for it. But then, he went to the bank, and the teller looked at his check and said, "I'm sorry, sir, but we can't accept this right now."
Wait, what? No way. He couldn't deposit his own paycheck? That's awful. What could possibly go wrong with a paycheck?
Exactly. He just stood there, completely confused. His mind went blank. He thought he had done everything right.
Oh no, that's such a frustrating situation. You prepare everything, you feel confident, and then, boom. What went wrong?
Well, that's the story we're diving into today, Ava. It's about a common banking task that can sometimes throw you for a loop, especially when you're new to a country or a system.
I'm already curious. My heart is actually pounding a little just thinking about it. Let's find out how Alex handled that unexpected problem.
So, Alex had just started his first full-time job here, and he was really proud. This wasn't just any paycheck. It was proof of his hard work, his dedication, and his new life starting.
I can totally imagine. It's not just money, it's a symbol of his effort and new independence. It's like, I did it. I'm really here.
Exactly. And he knew he needed to open a bank account to deposit it. He'd done some research online, watched a few videos, read some articles, but nothing quite prepared him for the actual experience.
Research is good, but real-life situations are always a bit different, aren't they? There's always some little detail you miss.
Definitely. He felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. He wanted to make a good impression, even at the bank. He wanted to look like he knew what he was doing.
That's a very Alex thing to feel. Always wanting to do things perfectly, to show he's capable. I get that.
He spent the morning getting his documents ready. His passport, his work permit, proof of address. He wanted to make sure he had all his ducks in a row.
All his ducks in a row. That's a good phrase for preparing everything carefully. Like, perfectly organized.
It is. He double-checked everything, put it all in a neat folder, and headed out. He even ironed his shirt.
Smart move. Preparation is key, especially when you're doing something new in a foreign country. You want to avoid any unnecessary stress.
The weather was a bit chilly, but the sun was out, and he felt a spring in his step. He took the bus, looking out the window, imagining his new life.
A perfect day for a big step.
When he walked into the bank, it was busy. Lots of people, a bit noisy. The air conditioning was blasting. He felt his heart start to pound a little.
Oh, I know that feeling. Sometimes just the atmosphere of a new, official place can make you feel a bit overwhelmed. All those serious-looking people.
He looked around for signs, trying to figure out where to go. He saw a long line for the regular tellers, but then spotted a smaller, quieter area marked New Accounts.
Good, at least he found the right place. That's half the battle sometimes.
He took a number and sat down, watching the other customers. Some looked bored, some looked stressed. He tried to look calm and collected, even though his stomach was doing flip-flops.
Flip-flops, like butterflies, right? That nervous, fluttery feeling.
Exactly. When his number was finally called, he walked up to the desk. A friendly-looking woman with a warm smile greeted him. Her name tag said, Maria.
That's a relief. A friendly face can make all the difference, especially when you're feeling a bit out of your depth.
He explained he wanted to open a checking account and deposit his first paycheck. He tried to speak clearly, making sure his English was easy to understand, enunciating every word.
Good for him, being confident and clear. It shows respect, too.
Maria guided him through the paperwork. She asked for his documents, typed things into her computer, and explained the different account features. She asked if he wanted a debit card, online banking, and if he needed a savings account too.
So far, so good. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. He must have felt like a pro.
Yes, he felt pretty confident. He answered all her questions, signed where she told him to, and felt like he was nailing it. He even managed a small joke about how much paperwork there was.
Nailing it, meaning doing it perfectly, succeeding. He must have felt proud. Like, I'm handling this adulting thing.
He was. He was thinking, this is easy. Why was I so worried? Then came the moment to deposit the check. He proudly handed it over, this crisp, new check from his company, folded neatly in half.
The moment of truth. The grand finale.
Maria took the check, unfolded it, looked at it, and then looked at Alex with a slight frown. Not a mean frown, but a puzzled one.
Oh, that's never a good sign. That's the moment your heart sinks, isn't it?
She said, very gently, Mr. Alex, I see you've signed the front of the check. But you also need to endorse it on the back.
Endorse it? What does that even mean? I've heard the word, endorse, before, but not in that context.
Alex had no idea either. He just stared blankly. His mind went completely blank. He thought signing the front was enough. He'd never heard the term, endorse, before in this context, and he certainly hadn't seen it in his online research.
That's the problem. It's a specific banking term. It's not something you just know unless someone told you.
He felt his face get hot. His ears started burning. All that confidence just vanished. He felt like a total beginner again, like a little kid who had made a silly mistake.
Oh, that's so relatable. You feel like you understand, you're doing so well, then one new word or one unexpected step just stops you in your tracks. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Maria saw his confusion. She smiled kindly and explained, to endorse a check means to sign the back of it, usually in a specific area, to authorize the payment. It's like giving us permission to put the money into your account.
Ah, so it's a second signature, but on the other side. And it's for authorization. That makes sense.
Exactly. She said, and for a direct deposit into your account, it's also good practice to write, for deposit only, underneath your signature.
For deposit only. That makes sense, to make sure it goes straight into his account and can't be cashed by someone else. It adds an extra layer of security.
Alex felt a wave of embarrassment. He had signed his name clearly on the front, thinking that was it. He even used his best handwriting.
He probably thought he was being extra careful by signing the front. He was trying to be responsible.
He mumbled, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know." He felt so silly for making such a basic mistake, especially after trying so hard to look competent.
It's not silly at all. How would he know if no one ever taught him? It's not common knowledge for everyone.
Maria reassured him, "No problem at all, Mr. Alex. Believe me, you're not the first, and you won't be the last. It's a common thing for people who are new to banking here, or even just new to checks in general. Here, let me show you."
That's so nice of her. A little understanding goes a long way. It can really turn a bad experience into a positive one.
She turned the check over and pointed to the correct spot. "Just sign here, right on this line, and then write, for deposit only, below it." She even handed him a pen.
So, she literally showed him where to sign. That's incredibly helpful. No room for error this time.
He quickly did as she instructed, his hand a little shaky. He felt a bit flustered, but also incredibly grateful for her patience and kindness. He just wanted to get it right this time.
It's those small moments of kindness that really stand out when you're learning something new, especially when you're feeling vulnerable.
Once he handed it back, properly endorsed, Maria smiled. "Perfect. Now we can process this for you." She typed a few more things, and then the computer screen showed, "Deposit successful."
And then? A huge sigh of relief? A little dance in his chair?
Absolutely. He let out a big sigh of relief. The tension in his shoulders just melted away. He felt so much better, like a heavy weight had been lifted. He even managed a genuine smile this time.
I can imagine. From panic to peace in a second. That feeling of, phew, I made it.
She finished setting up his account, gave him his new debit card, and explained how to use the online banking app. She even gave him a little brochure with common banking terms.
All the modern banking essentials. And a brochure. That's a nice touch.
As he left the bank, he felt a huge sense of accomplishment. It wasn't just about opening an account, It was about navigating a new system, making a mistake, and learning from it.
That's a great takeaway. It's not about being perfect, it's about learning and growing, and not being afraid to ask for help.
He realized that it's okay not to know everything. The important thing is to be willing to ask questions and accept help, and to not let embarrassment stop you.
And to not let embarrassment stop you from learning. Because everyone makes mistakes, especially when they're new to something.
Exactly. He walked out, the sun now shining even brighter, his first paycheck successfully deposited, feeling a little wiser and a lot more confident about handling things in his new country. He even called his mom to tell her all about it.
What a journey for Alex, just to open a bank account. From getting all his ducks in a row to a big sigh of relief. It's a real adventure.
It really shows that even simple daily tasks can present learning opportunities, and sometimes, those are the most valuable lessons.
And sometimes, the most useful English you learn is the English you need for real-life situations like this. The practical stuff.
That's so true. Let's break down some of those useful phrases Alex encountered today.
Great idea. The first one you mentioned was, get your ducks in a row. You said Alex wanted to make sure he had all his ducks in a row before going to the bank.
Yes, that phrase means to organize everything, to prepare all the necessary things or make sure everything is in order. It's about being thoroughly prepared.
So, it's like putting everything in its proper place, making sure nothing is forgotten, no loose ends.
Exactly. Imagine a line of ducks, all neat and tidy, following each other perfectly. That's the feeling of being completely ready.
I see. Can you give us another example? Maybe something a bit different?
Sure. Before we start planning our vacation, we need to get our finances in a row, make sure we have enough saved up.
That makes perfect sense. It's about preparation and organization. For some learners, a common mistake might be trying to translate ducks literally or not understanding that it's an idiom. They might say, I need to put my ducks in line, which isn't quite right.
Yes, it's not about actual ducks. It's about organizing tasks or items. It's a very common idiom.
Let's practice that one. Andrew, say, get your ducks in a row, slowly, then naturally.
Get your ducks in a row. Get your ducks in a row.
Great. Listeners, you can repeat after Andrew. Get your ducks in a row. Okay, the next phrase is something very specific to banking. Endorse a check. Alex was so confused by this.
Yes, to endorse a check means to sign the back of a check, usually to make it valid for payment or deposit. It's a formal way of approving the transaction.
So it's basically giving permission for the money to be transferred. Is it always a signature?
That's right. Without endorsing it, the bank can't process it. It's a legal requirement, and yes, it's usually a signature, sometimes with additional instructions like, for deposit only.
I understand. What's another way we might use endorse? You mentioned it briefly earlier.
Well, you can also endorse a product, meaning to publicly support it, like a celebrity endorsing a brand of coffee. Or you can endorse an idea, meaning you agree with it. But in banking, it's always about signing the back of the check.
That's an important distinction. The context really changes the meaning. For some learners, a common mistake might be not knowing the term at all, or thinking, signing on the front is enough, as Alex did. Or perhaps confusing it with supporting something.
Yes, the context is key here. In a bank, endorse means sign the back. It's a very specific action.
Let's try to say, endorse a check. Andrew, slowly then naturally.
Endorse a check. Endorse a check.
Excellent. Listeners, repeat after us. Endorse a check. And finally, that wonderful feeling Alex had after the problem was solved. A sigh of relief.
Ah, yes. A sigh of relief is a feeling of comfort or reassurance that comes after a period of worry, stress, or difficulty. It's that moment when you can finally relax.
It's that deep breath you take when something bad didn't happen, or a problem is finally solved. Like, oh, thank goodness.
Exactly. You feel the tension leave your body, your shoulders drop, and you can breathe easily again. It's a very physical and emotional reaction.
Can you give us another example? I love that flight one you used earlier.
After waiting for 2 hours for my exam results, when I finally saw I had passed, I let out a huge sigh of relief. I thought I had failed.
That's a perfect example. That feeling of dread turning into pure joy. For some learners, a common mistake could be mispronouncing sigh as sign or using relief in a way that doesn't quite fit the emotional context. It's specifically about the feeling of stress disappearing.
Yes, it's the sound and the feeling together. It's a very specific kind of relief.
Let's practice this one. Andrew, slowly then naturally.
A sigh of relief. A sigh of relief.
Wonderful. Listeners, repeat after Andrew. A sigh of relief. So, Alex's trip to the bank was quite an adventure, but he learned a lot. And we learned a lot too.
He certainly did. He learned the importance of getting all his ducks in a row, how to endorse a check, and the wonderful feeling of a sigh of relief when things work out.
It really shows that every challenge, even a small one like this, is an opportunity to learn and grow, both in English and in life. It builds character.
And it's a reminder that it's okay to ask for help when you're unsure. People are often willing to guide you, just like Maria did for Alex.
Absolutely. That kindness from the bank teller made all the difference for Alex. It turned a potentially embarrassing situation into a positive learning experience.
We hope this story helped you understand some useful English phrases and gave you a little boost of confidence for your own daily adventures.
Remember, learning English is a journey, and every step, every story, helps you improve. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
For tomorrow's episode, Alex finds himself facing a tricky situation at his new office lunch. Will he choose the right dish or accidentally order something very surprising?
Oh, that sounds like another fun and relatable story. I can't wait to hear what happens next. Alex always seems to find himself in interesting situations.
Thank you for listening and practicing English with us today.
Please like this video if you enjoyed today's story and found it helpful.
Subscribing to the channel really helps us make more of these daily episodes for you.
And leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today's episode. We love hearing from you.
Before we finish, let's do a quick recap of today's main ideas and the most useful phrases.
Pick one or two expressions and try them in real life today, even in a very short conversation. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment with your favorite phrase from today.
You've been listening to SpeakCast English. Thanks for practicing with us, and see you next time on SpeakCast English.